Hi everyone, Merry Christmas. This is the weekly wake up. Okay, so here we are. It's Christmas Day, and as life would have it, I have a little bit of a cold. As I imagine a lot of people out there are battling flus and everything that happens when we have these change of weathers. So I hope that you're all feeling well. And one of the things that we can do is just really relax. And when we actually go into that meditation, that meditative place, we really disconnect from the body, which is nice when you don't feel so good, right? So if you're not feeling so great, do a lot of meditation this week. It'll just help you to feel better and you'll get something out of it. Okay, so let's start the way we always start, which is just going into our heart, relaxing, breathing, flowing down to the center of the earth, being able to connect, breathe all the way up to the top of the head and then all the way back down, right? And each time you do that, you want to let go and you want to really relax in the energy. And anything that the mind is doing, just let it do, just breathe it out and don't fight it, right? It's just about allowing, and eventually you will get to that place of where you're just observing and listening or feeling or knowing the information as it comes in. Okay, so let's go ahead and take our first 3 breaths and then we'll open to see what's available for us this magical week. Okay, so I'm really opening up with, there's a lot of heavy energy out there, and maybe in your own family you're experiencing it. Maybe you're somebody who's a parent and your child is divorced and this is the first year you don't have the children, your grandchildren with you, or maybe you're somebody who's got somebody in the hospital, or maybe you've sadly just recently lost somebody, or you're reflective of someone that is not with you this holiday season that has been there. So what you want to do with that energy is we just want to love it, embrace it, and in that embrace or that remembrance of who they were, we can open up and we can find joy and we can find newness and we can find a renewed spirit. And this is what they're showing me is like the Christ consciousness that is occurring today is all about. It's this renewal in spirit. It's this opportunity for us to be able to tap into the essence of miracles and joy and to be able to spread that and share it with others. So as you use the energy today, whether you believe in the magic of Christmas or not, it doesn't matter. It's all you have to do is open or allow yourself to experience it, right? And if you believe it, it's all the better. It really allows you to be able to make a difference for yourself and for those around you. So, but I'm not asking anybody to share or change their beliefs. I'm just asking you to be able to tap into this wonderful energy that's here today and that's going to open us up for this entire week. So what's in store for us is there's a high level of opportunity for transformation this week because this energy is here and it's flooding the last week of our new year. Before we get to the new year, it's flooding this last week of this particular year before we get to the new year. There's an opportunity for us to have complete things that aren't working for us, get rid of things. A lot of times there's a lot of gift giving between Hanukkah and Christmas. So what there is to do is get rid of a lot of things, shed them, let them go. We're also now just at the end of Mercury retrograde. So some of you may be coming off of that, and there may still be some confusing or new information that shows up for you this week that you didn't see during the retrograde and now becomes available to you this week. And that could be something about a new relationship. It could be something about a business situation that was overlooked and now it's coming to light. The good news is it's coming to light. The good news is that it's showing you what there is to do. So when this thing or evidence shows up, don't be upset. Just go, thank God. Okay, I know the score now. I know what I need to do. I know whether or not this is a good situation for me now. I know whether or not I should move through with this purchase because I didn't know that the roof was bad, or I didn't know that, there was water leaking in the basement, whatever there might be, right? So if this information is designed not to upset you, but to give you insight, do I want to move forward? Or it could be with a person that you're with. You didn't know that they had a drug problem, or you didn't know that they had something going on the side, right? Or you didn't know that they were, whoever they are, right? Whatever the situation is. It's an opportunity for us to take the information, and then look and see. We have free choice. Do we want to move forward or not, right? So some of you will be kind of like letting things go, and other people will be going, okay, I can live with that, right? That's not too bad. I can deal with that. So there's that situation that's going to be happening this week for a lot of us. Okay, so what else is there going on for us this week? So it's coming up that a lot of people are going to have to take better care of themselves because of the overindulgence of the holiday season and because of just the exhaustion that happens with this time of year and the weather changes and just all the stress that we put on ourselves. So you want to be able to use this week to recoup and repair and take care of yourself in a new way. And look and spend some time about how you want next year to be, to create and generate what you want 2018 to be. And it's not about being realistic, right? It's about what inspires me, right? So instead of being realistic, look and see what's inspiring, but yet feels like I can take a step towards that. And then what you want to do is you want to go a little bit above that, right? You want to aim higher, because almost always it seems like, we'll hit our goals or close, right? So what you want to do is you aim a little higher so you can have more room or more opportunity. So make it feel like something that's out of reach and you don't know how it's going to happen, but yet it's inspiring. Because we don't want to create goals and ideas that are, that we just can't even, that weigh us down, right? That we'll just know that we won't do anything. So that's a judge for yourself, where to go with that. But there's an opportunity for us to sit and generate, create what next year looks like. There will be new partners for a lot of you coming in. Some of them may show themselves this week, or it will get more clear in these next few weeks around how these partnerships and alliances look. And just make sure that you line it out all the way to the period, right? Like you want to get it as clear and concise as you can get these new relationships that you're forming, because you don't want to leave anything up to chance. That doesn't mean that you can't be creative within that relationship. It just means you want to be prepared and that everybody knows their part. And there's a clear understanding what this relationship is and what each of us, what each of us is supposed to do within this relationship. Okay? So a lot of business relationships forming, ideas forming, creative teams forming, alliances forming this next week or two. And that's going to carry us into the new year, this new creative, happy, joyful energy. So, and there's just bursting lots of, it reminds me of popcorn, just lots of things popping at the end of the year. Okay, I guess we're moving all the way to the end of the week here. And so we do have New Year's Eve on Sunday. And so, but leading up to that, there's going to be ideas popping, creative energy popping, alliances forming, communication opening up again, and a lot of clarity. So that's terrific. So make sure you keep your phone close so you can write those notes down, or pen and paper if you're old school, but just make sure you jot them down, because a lot of us, there will be a lot of different ideas coming in and you don't want to lose any of them. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, being asked, which is really a great reminder, we're being asked to be of service. We're being asked to contribute. We're being asked to look around and see where we can share our gifts or see what we can do. And we're being asked to stop being stingy. And that means stingy with our own gifts. Somebody who's, can make miracles, somebody who can lend a hand, somebody who has great advice, somebody who has, inspiration, somebody who can just do the grunt work, that can go out there and just, move a broom, and all of us can do this, right? Or clean a dish. We're being asked to contribute and share with the world in hopes that we move this energy forward, so that moving into the new year, there's contribution, there's service, and there's sharing. Sorry. And in doing that, you're going to find that that's going to reflect and come back to you 1,000-fold. So you really want to make sure that you get some of that in this week so that it rolls into next year. They're showing me that as you push it out, it's going to roll back in and multiply. So really amazing energy, really gifting, the universe gifting us back. So make sure that we're all in a space of contributing this week and looking and seeing, whether it's in your own family or extended, going outside of your family and going and reaching out to people that maybe you don't know, but have had some hard times. Make sure that you reach out to them. You could save a life. You really could. And you never know who next door might be hurting, or who down the block, or somebody you see in the grocery store, or somebody, that visits you at work all the time, right? You just never know where people are. So stop, be present, look them in the eyes and ask them, how are they? Or if they need anything, or if there's anything you can do. Or you can go further and actually go volunteer someplace. So these are all things that we're aware of, but we're really being urged to do as we close out this week, this year, in a form of gratitude, in a form of prayer, looking back on this year and all the things that we've acquired, all the things that we've gained. And you want to look for the good in all things. And in doing so, you're going to turn that goodness in your own life to allow it to multiply next year in 2018. Okay, guys, have an amazing week. Have a wonderful Christmas for all of those that celebrate it, and happy holidays to everybody. And I look forward to connecting with you again in the new year.